The Whispering Woods was a magical place. Tall trees reached for the sky. High up in the tallest oak lived Hoot. Hoot was an owl, old and wise. His feathers were the colour of bark. His eyes shone with ancient knowledge. Hoot had seen it all. He had watched the seasons change countless times. He knew the secrets of the forest, and he loved to share his wisdom with others. At the foot of Hoot's oak lived Flick. Flick was a firefly, small and bright. Her light flickered nervously in the darkness. She was afraid of the unknown.
Flick had never ventured far from her oak tree. The shadows beyond seemed vast and scary.
One night, Hoot heard a tiny voice. It was Flick whispering her fears to the oak tree. "Hoot! What troubles you, little one?" he asked. Flick trembled at the sound of his voice. She had never spoken to the wise old owl before.
"The woods are so big," she whispered back. "I'm scared to go out there."
Hoot listened patiently to Flick's fears. He understood her hesitation. Flick, a tiny firefly, had always been wary of the vast world outside her familiar oak tree. She had heard stories of the wonders and dangers that lay beyond, and it made her anxious. Hoot, with his wise eyes and gentle demeanour, knew exactly how she felt, but he also knew the joy of discovery. Hoot had seen the beauty of the night sky, the shimmering stars, and the serene moonlight that bathed the forest in a magical glow. He had experienced the thrill of flying through the cool night air, feeling the wind beneath his wings. He wanted Flick to experience these wonders too. "Hoot, the world is full of wonders," he said kindly. His voice was soft, yet filled with conviction. He wanted Flick to understand that while the world could be daunting, it was also filled with incredible beauty and endless possibilities. He hoped his words would inspire her to take that first step out of her comfort zone. "But you'll never see them if you stay hidden." Flick considered his words. Hoot was right. She had spent so much time hiding in the shadows, afraid of what might be out there, that she had missed out on the wonders of the world. She realized that she needed to be brave and take a chance. She longed to see the world beyond her oak tree. The stories she had heard from other fireflies about the beautiful meadows, the sparkling streams, and the enchanting moonlit nights filled her with a sense of longing. She wanted to experience these things for herself, to see the world in all its glory. But fear held her back. The unknown was terrifying, and the thought of leaving her safe haven was overwhelming. Yet deep down, she knew that she couldn't let fear control her life. With Hoot's gentle encouragement, Flick began to feel a spark of courage. She realized that the only way to truly live was to embrace the unknown and take that leap of faith. Then, taking a deep breath, she spread her own tiny wings and followed Hoot into the vast night. The forest floor was a maze of shadows and moonlight, creating an eerie atmosphere. Strange sounds filled the air, making Flick's heart race. Flick clung nervously to Hoot's side, seeking comfort in his presence. Hoot led Flick through moonlit glades. They soared over sparkling streams. They watched deer graze in silent clearings.
I had never seen such beauty before.
The fear began to melt away. It was replaced by wonder and excitement. The world was a magical place, just as Hoot had said. As the night wore on, Flick's confidence grew. The once timid firefly, who had always stayed close to the comforting presence of Hoot, now found herself exploring the vast expanse of the night sky. Each flicker of her light was a testament to her newfound bravery. The darkness that once seemed so intimidating now felt like a canvas for her to paint her luminous journey. She no longer clung to Hoot's side. Instead, she ventured out on her own, navigating through the myriad of nocturnal creatures. The larger insects that once made her retreat now seemed like mere obstacles in her path. Flick's solo flights were not just about distance, but about discovering her own strength and resilience. She darted and danced among the fireflies. The once shy and reserved Flick now moved with a grace and confidence that was mesmerizing to watch. She joined the other fireflies in their nightly ballet, her movements synchronized with the rhythm of the forest. Each dance was a celebration of her transformation, a testament to her journey from fear to freedom. Her light shone brighter than ever before. It was as if her inner strength and courage were fueling her glow, making her stand out even in the midst of countless other fireflies. Her luminescence was not just a beacon in the dark, but a symbol of her journey and growth.
I had faced my fears and discovered a world of wonder. The transformation I witnessed in Flick was a reflection of my own journey. The forest, once filled with shadows and unknowns, now felt like a place of endless possibilities. Each step I took was filled with awe and admiration for the beauty that surrounded me. The Whispering Woods was no longer a scary place. It was my home. The trees, the creatures, and the very air felt familiar and welcoming. The journey through the woods had not just been about facing external fears, but about discovering the strength within. The transformation of Flick was a mirror to my own growth, and the Whispering Woods had become a sanctuary of peace and wonder.
When dawn began to break, Hoot and Flick returned to the oak tree. The sky was painted in hues of pink and orange, and the forest was slowly waking up. The air was filled with the fresh scent of morning dew, and the first rays of sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting a golden glow on everything they touched. Flick was bursting with excitement. Her tiny body glowed even brighter than usual, reflecting her joy and eagerness. She had experienced so much during the night, and she couldn't wait to share every detail with her friends. She couldn't wait to tell the other fireflies about her adventure. As she approached the oak tree, she saw her friends gathered around, their lights flickering in curiosity. They'd been waiting for her return, eager to hear about her journey.
I chatted about the moonlit glades and the sparkling streams. I told them about the serene beauty of the forest bathed in moonlight, the way the water sparkled like 1,000 tiny stars, and the gentle rustling of the leaves in the cool night breeze. I described the wonders I had seen, the majestic owl that guided me, the hidden paths that led to secret clearings, and the magical moments that made my heart race with excitement.
The other fireflies listened in amazement. Their eyes widened with wonder and their lights flickered in excitement. They had never heard such incredible stories before, and they hung on to every word Flick said.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I can't believe you saw all that in just one night. It must have been an unforgettable experience.
I can't believe you saw all that. You must have been so brave to venture out into the unknown and discover such amazing things. I wish I could have been there with you.
You are so brave, Flick. Your courage and curiosity have inspired all of us. We can't wait to hear more about your adventures and maybe even join you on your next journey. Flick smiled, her heart swelling with pride and happiness. She knew that this was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. Together with her friends, she would explore the wonders of the forest, discovering new places and creating unforgettable memories. The forest was full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and Flick was ready to embrace every moment. With her friends by her side, she felt unstoppable. The adventure had only just begun, and the possibilities were endless. As the sun rose higher in the sky, the fireflies continued to share their stories, their lights dancing in the morning light. They knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, united by their love for adventure and their unbreakable bond. And so the fireflies spent the day basking in the warmth of the sun, dreaming of the adventures that awaited them. They knew that as long as they had each other, there was nothing they couldn't achieve. The forest was their playground, and they were ready to explore every inch of it. With hearts full of hope and excitement, the fireflies set off on their next adventure, ready to discover the wonders of the world around them. The journey had just begun, and they were eager to see where it would take them.
You see, courage is not the absence of fear. It's facing your fears and discovering what lies beyond.
Flick nodded in agreement. She had learned a valuable lesson that night, a lesson about courage, exploration, and the beauty of the unknown, and she would never forget it.